Chapter 53. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At this time, the angel civilization, even the proud angels. They were all fascinated at this time, they were moved by Luffy's spirit, facing death. He was not afraid, but he didn't want to die like this, even if the opponent was Kaido, the beast, who was 100 times more terrifying than him. He still challenged again and again. Such willpower can be completely called a strong man. In the world of Demon Slayer, Tanjiro, Zenitsu Agatsuma, Inosuke and others watched, and they didn't even dare to blink. They felt that the battle in the video was too exciting. Luffy's fancy abilities. Kaido, the beast, had absolutely strong hard power. No one could guess what scene would appear next, but for them, the scene in this video, it was already shocking enough. In the world of Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura and others were also distressed. They were completely immersed in it. They wanted to know what the final ending would be like. That unimaginable shocking scene will also appear. At this time, all the strong men saw, in the video, after the Straw Hat Luffy broke out the fifth gear again, in the expectant eyes of countless viewers, he rushed out again with laughter. However, although Kaido also showed signs of fatigue, but when he saw that the Straw Hat Boy could still fight, he was also excited again. He also said that their battle was destined to go down in history. Obviously, Kaido in the video also had a lot of fun. Then, all the strong men also saw, Kaido deformed Luffy's head with a stick. He jumped high again and smashed down with another stick. The terrifying domineering color bombarded Luffy's head, but what surprised many viewers was that the Straw Hat Luffy actually resisted Kaido's stick, turned the ground into rubber and bounced directly up, leaped to a boulder somewhere, compressed, and accumulated power. When Kaido muttered to himself that no one in the world could defeat him. Luffy had already rushed out. The strong men saw that Kaido originally wanted to hit Luffy with a home run, but in the end, it was Gear 5 Luffy's fist that hit Kaido's face first. The next second, bang! Kaido was actually blown away directly. Such a scene shocked many viewers. In the pirate world, Wano country, Onigashima, Kaido himself was even more surprised. He had to admit that the ability of the Straw Hat Boy after awakening was indeed a bit too outrageous. This scene fell into the eyes of the four emperors such as Whitebeard, Shanks, and Big Mom. They were also a little surprised. Whitebeard, Gulala. What a ridiculous ability. Marco, what on earth is this? What kind of power? It's too outrageous, isn't it? Marco originally thought that his phoenix form was powerful enough, but he didn't expect that Straw Hat Luffy's rubber fruit was so awesome. In fact, they can now guess that it should not be a rubber fruit. Obviously, it is also an animal-type mythical beast fruit, but these information seem to be unimportant at this moment, like other audiences in the heavens and all worlds. The people in the pirate world, at this time, they just want to know how far this battle can go. After Straw Hat Luffy awakened, his defense became extremely terrifying. Kaido used to be able to knock Luffy out with one stick. Now, after a few hits, Luffy is still like nothing happened. Kaido even released a powerful move, Gundari's Dragon Army. The terrifying 8 precepts bombarded Luffy like raindrops. Luffy's body was also beaten to pieces, but he shook it a few times casually. It returned to its original state. This kind of rubber property has been brought to the extreme. This made Kaido himself feel even more exaggerated. Kaido, this kid, is he too crazy? That it was the first time Kaido had seen an army of the military commander of the. It's hard to say whether it was possessed by the devil in the fruit, or turned into something else. Kaido still has to figure it out. Hearing this, Luffy was a little confused, but still said firmly, I am Monkey D. Luffy is the man who will surpass you and become the Pirate King. As soon as these words came out, the audiences in all the worlds felt it again, the strong will of this Straw Hat Luffy. In the pirate world, many people felt it deeply, whether it was Kid, Law, or Big Mom and others. They were all a little surprised. They knew completely at this time that the Straw Hat Boy was definitely not an ordinary kid. His willpower was extremely firm. He could be called a strong man in all aspects of his body and mind. Otherwise, it would be impossible to awaken such a powerful fruit, but these are not important. The audiences in all the worlds are all watching attentively at this moment. They are all looking forward to the final shocking scene. Then, what surprised the strong men was that they saw that the Straw Hat Boy, after dodging Kaido's bad wind attack, actually jumped into the clouds again. This time, he even caught the lightning that flashed by. Seeing Luffy holding the thunder in his hand, it was like the god of thunder descending to the earth. The audiences in all the heavens and the worlds were shocked. In the Avengers universe, Tony, Captain America, Banner and others were all stunned. They didn't think it was very shocking before, but seeing such a scene, they were not calm. What kind of ability is this? Even lightning can be caught. In the pirate world, on Sky Island, Enelu was even more stunned on the spot. Enelu, what's going on? Who ate the thunder fruit? Enelu said, damn it, anyone who has not eaten the thunder fruit can control lightning at will. His fruit is too tragic, isn't it? However, Enelu is still naive. If he knew that there is a thing called the flame fruit, it is commonly known that even dogs will not eat it. His mentality may be better. But these are not important. When the audiences of the heavens and the world saw that the fifth gear Luffy caught the lightning, the raging thunder was in Luffy's hand, he quickly assumed the posture of throwing a javelin. Such a scene made countless strong people's heartbeats speed up. They were already completely excited after watching this video. First update today. Please add to my collection, please give me flowers, please give me 10 points for my rating, and please give me monthly votes. Mwah. My results are very poor. Please support me. Thank you. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 54. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At this time, in the world of Ling Kage, Little Loli Xiaodo, Bayukue, Fatty Shonda and others were all stunned. They could never imagine that Brother Luffy could even catch lightning. That scene was so shocking. The audiences in the heavens and the worlds only saw that in this video, Gear 5 Luffy caught the lightning in the air. The lightning continued to rage, but it had no intention of escaping his palm. Instead, it was thrown out by Luffy. Boom! The next second, the thunder spear roared and rushed towards Kaido. Kaido was not to be outdone. He even showed an excited smile on his face. At the same time, he said, "Can you even catch lightning? That's ridiculous." The strong men saw that Kaido dodged the thunder and then rushed towards Luffy, but when he flew into the air, he found that the thunder around him had surrounded him. Luffy kept bombarding in the thunder and lightning. Kaido vomited blood. Kaido fell to the ground, but he did not slack off at all. Instead, he reacted. When Luffy used the power of the boulder, he attacked Kaido again. This time, Kaido swung a stick first. He directly knocked the fifth gear Luffy away. However, what excited the audience was that in the video, the Straw Hat Luffy was far from the end. He stretched out his arms and attacked back again. Such a fierce battle fascinated countless strong men. They all got involved, as if they had forgotten everything around them. They just wanted to see more of the exciting battle in the video. Even in the land of Wano, on Onigashima, Kaido himself was watching very attentively. At this moment, he also wanted to know, what will this battle be like? And the strong men continued to watch, and soon saw that the duel between Kaido and Luffy started again. Kaido, the beast, exhaled hot breath, blasted Luffy far away. Luffy turned the lightning into rubber and bounced it back. The two fought back and forth, and the fight was extremely fierce. Such an amazing scene stunned many strong men in the pirate world. On the merry, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji and others all widened their eyes. Some were speechless. For them, the battle in the video now, it was really amazing. Zoro, it's just unimaginable. Usopp, is this really something that humans can achieve? They can manipulate lightning at will and at an incredibly fast speed. They are two monsters. Usopp is not the only one who thinks this way. Even Crocodile, Doflamingo and other heroes in the pirate world have extremely strong wills. They have to admit that Straw Hat Luffy at that time was very powerful. However, everyone can see that Kaido is still better. Although the lightning of Gear 5 Luffy is powerful, it can't defeat Kaido. Kaido, who was hit several times, blasted Luffy away with another stick. At the same time, he said that lightning has no effect on him, but Luffy ignored it. He landed on the clouds, waved his hand again, and summoned thunder. It seems that Luffy is having a lot of fun. With the blessing of Gear 5. Luffy's defense is abnormal. Kaido could knock Luffy unconscious and kill him with one stick before. Now, after so many sticks, Luffy is like nothing happened. But the four emperors are the four emperors after all. Just when the strong men were fascinated and felt Luffy's playful atmosphere, suddenly Kaido jumped up and flew towards Luffy quickly. he dodged the raging thunder, and said, "You like this ability to joke, don't you?" Kaido in the video has commented more than once that Luffy's ability is like a painting story. It seemed funny, incredible, ridiculous, and annoying. Luffy was stunned when he heard it, the next second. Boom! Kaido's oppressive figure suddenly appeared behind Luffy. This scene made many viewers in the heavens and the world feel a little breathless. In the world of Demon Slayer, Tanjiro, Zenitsu Agatsuma, Inosuke and others were all shocked. "Tanjiro, it's dangerous. Brother Luffy, Zenitsu Agatsuma, isn't this Kaido too scary? It's 100 times scarier than the evil ghost." If Zenitsu were to choose at this time, he would rather face the upper-rank demon than Kaido. His thunder breathing is just fast. But Kaido is a ruthless person who is useless even to real thunder bombardments. And the strong men soon saw that the beast Kaido in the video was not bluffing. He gathered his strength and appeared behind Luffy. Bang! A stick smashed out, then he rushed forward quickly. He continued, "But you are too naive. Let me tell you, you can't dominate the world just by ability. For example, Roger is not a person with special abilities." These words fell into the ears of the strong men in other worlds. They could understand it, and when the strong men in the pirate world heard it, they felt like they had suddenly realized something. At this moment, Crocodile, Doflamingo, Gecko Mariah and others were silent, especially Mariah, as a member who was defeated by Kaido when he was young. Mariah has never recovered since then, and relied on the powerful ability of the Shadow Fruit to occupy the Devil's 3 strange sailboats. Zone. But Kaido's words woke Mariah up suddenly. In the video, Kaido said the most crucial line, "Kaido, only domineering. Above everything." After saying that, great power. Thunderous Bagua. Boom. An extremely terrifying blow hit Luffy fiercely. Even Gear 5 Luffy didn't dare to take this blow directly. He gathered the armament Haki and Conqueror Haki defense, but he was still blown away. The terrifying thunder ravaged the earth and shattered the ground. The power of that blow can be imagined. Seeing this, many strong men in the heavens and the worlds breathed a sigh of relief. It must be said that this battle was really exciting. The strong men in the pirate world also felt the terror of the 4 emperors for the first time. Doflamingo, Crocodile and others also felt that it was nothing wrong for them to lose to the 4 emperors and fear the 4 emperors. Damn it, can anyone fight Kaido? Although I saw that Straw Hat Luffy pushed Kaido to such a state, but if they were to deal with Kaido, that I'm afraid that Kaido would surrender the 3rd generation Inaraku with one move, and they would all kneel down. They might even be beaten one by one. The gap is really too big, however, at this moment. What shocked the audience even more was that in the video, the Straw Hat Luffy who was blown into the clouds still did not fail. He even stretched out one hand and grabbed Kaido's chest tightly. The other hand was in the clouds, as if brewing something. When such a scene appeared, the countless strong men in the world were boiling again. They knew very well that the big one was definitely coming. Today is the 2nd update. Please collect, please give me flowers, please give me 10 points for evaluation, please give me monthly votes. Moi. My results are very poor. Please support me. Thank you. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 55. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At this time, the angels and the angel civilization were all a little excited. For them, this battle was also very exciting. Those strong wills could also shock them. In the world of fairy tale, Natsu, Gray, Urza and others were even more excited. They obviously didn't expect that this battle would reach such an extent. Kaido's strength was so terrifying. Although the 5th gear Luffy had amazing defense, Kaido's 8 fasts wrapped with Conqueror's Haki couldn't move him, but Kaido's defense was not exaggerated. After all, he was a ruthless man who jumped from a 10,000-meter sky island and was fine. Luffy's attack, even if it was to control thunder, hit Kaido, but Kaido was not afraid at all. Instead, he could continue to accumulate strength and play the terrifying Great Mighty Thunder Bagua. But the excitement of the strong men was not only that. When they thought that the terrifying blow of Kaido, the beast, was enough to injure Straw Hat Luffy again. When Luffy first appeared, he couldn't even withstand Kaido's ordinary Thunder Bagua. Later, he learned Ryuo Haki. He was also knocked unconscious by Kaido's Inaraku, and now, he has to withstand Kaido's more terrifying, Great Power Thunder Bagua. After that attack was launched, its power was extremely amazing, but the result was, this fifth gear Luffy was not defeated. He even planned to fight back. Seeing this scene, in the pirate world, Wano country, Onigashima, Kaido himself also twitched his eyebrows and was a little surprised. Kaido, what? Kaido was confused, he could never have thought of it, his own Great Power Thunder Bagua was blasted out, how could the Straw Hat Boy still fight? And it seems, the kid seemed to be gathering something. The other viewers in the universe also saw it. In the Naruto world, Kakashi, Might Guy, Sarutobi Hiruzen and others all had serious eyes, they knew very well that the next step should be the final blow. The Straw Hat Luffy grabbed Kaido with one hand, the other hand, above the clouds. This battle was simply too amazing, at least if Kakashi and Might Guy were to come, they couldn't do it, fighting in the air, especially at this time, their strength was much worse, of course, for Kakashi, Might Guy and others. Their later ninjutsu, in the world of pirates, was also considered a very powerful ability, and in the world of death, in the Soul Society, the captains were even more shocked. Whether it was Hitsugaya Toshiro, Kuchiki Byakuya or Soi Fong, they all looked solemn at this moment, they didn't even dare to blink, for fear of missing any wonderful details. For them, this battle was very precious, those powerful and strange abilities, the captains all wanted to see more. They wanted to know, what kind of amazing power will these two people show next, and at this time, when the audience of all the worlds continued to watch, soon they saw that in the video, Kaido was grabbed by Luffy's chest and was very angry. The slender arm like a kite exposed Luffy's position. Everyone saw Kaido releasing the bad wind, which hit Luffy. Luffy was hit so hard that blood gushed out, but he gritted his teeth and persisted, he had no intention of letting go. Seeing this, Kaido exhaled hot breath again, this hot breath once again bombarded Gear 5 Luffy firmly. Seeing that Straw Hat Luffy was attacked like this, still refusing to let go, the strong men found it hard to imagine. What on earth was he trying to do? In the pirate world, on the Merry, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Usopp and others were all worried. Zoro, Luffy, Sanji, you must win, Luffy, come on. I myself. Even Luffy himself shouted. On the Cake Island, the Four Emperors' Big Mom was also watching with great interest, including her many sons below. Everyone remembered, this is Monkey D. Luffy's kid, his fifth gear form is terrifying. But what the masters care more about is Luffy's purpose. What shocked the audience was that they soon saw Luffy's final move. Luffy's purpose was exposed, the masters knew his thoughts, but that scene made countless strong men stare with wide eyes, even their mouths opened wide. In the Naruto world, even Kakashi, a calm man, had his eyes shrunken. Naruto, Sasuke, Rock Lee, Might Guy and others made extremely exaggerated expressions. Naruto, what is that thing? Sasuke, are you kidding? How is this possible? How can a human create such a big iron fist? That even the aloof Sasuke felt that his young mind was somewhat shocked at this moment. If Sasuke was shocked when he saw Uchiha Madara's complete form of Susanoo before, then now, Sasuke feels that the huge iron fist of Gear 5 Luffy is even more exaggerated. That fist is bigger than an island. Isn't this a joke? Naruto, Sasuke, and Rock Lee said, if this fist hits them from the top of their heads, the power and terror will make everyone in Konoha village say goodbye, right? In the world of pirates, on the Merry, seeing this scene, Zoro, Sanji, Usopp and others' eyes are about to jump out. Luffy's eyes are shining. Luffy, die. Die. Is this my move? It's so cool. Luffy was completely fascinated, he really wanted to have a big iron fist like that. He felt that if he could make such a big fist now, it would be easy to beat anyone. For example, if he wanted to teach Arlong a lesson, he would have to punch all the fishmen to death. In fact, even the other four emperors exclaimed how awesome it was when they saw this scene. Whitebeard, Gulala. What an interesting kid. Let me see, that punch, even Kaido would not be able to take it easily. Although Whitebeard is known as the strongest man in the world, after seeing Luffy's terrifying ape god spear, even he felt that this attack was a bit too exaggerated. This is definitely an attack at the level of the four emperors. Seeing this, the 7 warlords of the sea, such as Crocodile, Doflamingo, Gecko Moria, etc., have completely given up thinking. For them, if this punch hits their heads, it will definitely be a dead end. Even the admirals such as Garp, Sengoku, Kizaru, etc. were stunned. At this moment, countless audiences in the heavens and the world cheered. They finally knew why the battle between the 5th gear Luffy and the beast Kaido was ranked 3rd. This shocking scene was enough to make many audiences impressed. What they wanted to see now was the scene when the huge iron fist fell. And, how will Kaido, the 100 beasts, respond this time? This attack feels even more powerful than that of the great mighty Thunder Bagua. The audiences of the heavens and the worlds are all getting more excited. The 3rd update is here. Please add to my collection, please give me flowers, please give me 10 points for my rating, and please give me monthly votes. Moi. My results are very poor. Please support me. Thank you. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 56. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At this time, in the Angel Nebula, even the angels felt that this seemed a bit exaggerated. The main reason was that a human could actually make such a big fist. It was as big as an island. This was really scary, especially from a human perspective. Angel Yen, Angel Jishin and others put themselves in Kaido's perspective. Suddenly, they felt a little numb. They said that if they were Kaido, and they were fighting, and suddenly the enemy in front of them made such a big fist, how would they see it? It's all very despairing and numb. In the world of Bleach, the captains were even more breathless. Whether it was Byakuya Kachiki or Toshiro Hitsugaya, they all felt that their abilities were powerless in the face of that huge fist. Byakuya Kachiki's Senbonzakura was released. The cherry blossoms were as sharp as blades. It was estimated that it would be difficult to cut the huge iron fist wrapped in armament haki. The key is, once this fist appears, it is easy to make people lose their will to fight. Damn it, are you kidding? An iron fist as big as an island, the impact is very strong. In the world of Fairy Tail, Natsu, Gray, Urza and others were also stunned. In the world of Demon Slayer, Tanjiro, Agatsuma Zenitsu, Inosuke and others were even more so. They said that it turned out that not only ninjutsu could be so powerful, the power of this fruit and the power of domineering were also so strong. Tanjiro thought, if he could learn these abilities, wouldn't it be easy to deal with evil spirits in the future? At that time, he would wrap it with armed color domineering. Every punch would hit the flesh. Tanjiro would let those evil spirits know what the iron fist of justice is. Inosuke began to fantasize, if he could transform into such a big fist, he would definitely smash all the evil spirits into meat paste. If they were resurrected, he would smash them again. Anyway, he would smash them until he was satisfied. However, in addition to being shocked, many viewers in the heavens and the worlds were also very curious, facing this terrifying iron fist, how to deal with Kaido, the beast. But the strong men soon saw that Kaido was indeed a 4 Emperors level strongman. After seeing the iron fist of Gear 5 Luffy, he was numb at first, and then he actually planned to choose to resist. Kaido, the beast, was going to fight Gear 5 Luffy head-on. He spit out burning flames. Luffy, who could even hold back his heat, retracted his arm in pain the moment it touched the flames. Obviously, the temperature of the flames was much higher than the heat breath exhaled by Kaido. The audiences of the heavens and the world saw that a corner of Onigashima melted directly when it touched the giant flaming dragon transformed by Kaido. The body of the giant flaming dragon was also extremely huge. This scene shocked many viewers even more. In the pirate world, Crocodile, Doflamingo and others all felt the powerful strength of the 4 emperors intuitively. On the Merry, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji and others were also stunned instantly. They just saw Luffy's huge iron fist. I thought Luffy would win. After all, Kaido's huge dragon body became as small as a bug in front of Luffy's iron fist. But in the end, Kaido could also create a bigger fire dragon. The dragon's body was not inferior to Luffy's ape god spear, it was even much bigger. Kaido's body was hidden in the fire dragon. When such a scene appeared, countless strong men in the heavens and the worlds became nervous. They knew very well that these two terrifying forces would collide next. That scene was absolutely shocking. Its power must be beyond imagination. In the world of Spirit Cage, Little Loli Xiado, Bai Uekue, Fat Man Shonda and others felt that their 3 views seemed to be refreshed. It was the first time they saw such an exaggerated scene. the ground cultivation team could not imagine how shocking the next scenes would be. But just now, the scene in the video was enough to shock them all. On the lighthouse, Mark, Feishue, Mo Cheng and others all had dull eyes. They couldn't accept it at all. How could this human being do such a thing? A fist as big as an island appeared as it pleased. And that huge dragon appeared casually. Isn't this too outrageous? Although they were horrified in their hearts, their eyes never moved from beginning to end. For them, such a scene, the moment of contact, if missed, it would be too late to regret. In the world of Demon Slayer and the plane of Under One Person, countless viewers watched and couldn't help swallowing their saliva. They were extremely looking forward to it at this time. Even in the world of pirates, Whitebeard, Shanks, Hawkeye Mihawk and other strong men also watched attentively, and soon, under the gaze of countless viewers in the heavens and the worlds, the fifth gear Luffy's monkey god spear smashed down hard. Kaido, the beast, was not to be outdone. Rising dragon flame Bagua, that the huge flame dragon rushed towards the huge iron fist. With the passionate BGM, the strong men from all over the world were excited. They knew that this battle was about to reach its climax. Ape God Spear vs Fire Dragon Torch. Who will win and who will lose? The strong men were looking forward to it and watched it more attentively. The fourth update is coming. P.S. This book will be on the shelves at 12 o'clock tonight. At that time, the author will directly update 10 chapters. Moreover, on the basis of 1,000 orders, if there are 100 orders, the author will add 1 chapter. There is no upper limit. So, at 12 o'clock tonight, please support the first order. This is very important. Thank you. Your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 57. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At this time, in the fairy tale world, Natsu, Gray, Urza and others couldn't help but clench their fists. They felt that this scene was so cool. If they could have such an ability, it would definitely be a very cool thing. That huge fist, Natsu really wanted to experience it. What is it like to use such a fist to hit the enemy? Natsu said that it must be more exciting than his dragon-slaying magic. In the One Punch Man world, Genos, Bang, Atomic Samurai and others were also shocked. Even as S-class heroes, they had to admit that this battle was quite exciting. Whether it was the strength and will of Kaido, the beast, or the amazing performance of Luffy in the fifth gear, they all admired it. However, Saitama next to Genos was looking forward to the next shocking scene while watching attentively. For Saitama, he still hoped that he could see a more exaggerated scene. If so, Saitama would be very happy. In the Avengers world, Tony, Captain America, Banner and others were also a little stunned. They said that fortunately, when the Chidori invaded, there were no strong men like Kaido and Luffy. Otherwise, if they saw this huge fist appearing above the city, even Thor would lose his will to fight. How could he fight? Of course, this is just their current idea. In the future, Tony will experience something more terrifying than this fist. He has been hit by a meteorite, with a mortal body. Resisting a huge meteorite is pretty amazing. However, many viewers in the world of Ling Cage, the plane of Under One Person, and the world of Assassin Wu Liuqi have been shocked by this scene. They watched the collision between the fifth gear Luffy and Kaido's fire dragon torch in the video. The terrifying aura continued to spread. The amazing domineering color continued to emerge over Onigashima. The sky behind Luffy was surging even more wildly. The attack of the two was no longer as simple as an ordinary skybreaking. It felt like blowing all the surrounding clouds away. Looking at the scene that seemed to destroy the world, many viewers in the world of pirates couldn't help but think that if they were there at the time, they would probably be scared to death when they saw this scene. Even in the world of Bleach, Aizen couldn't sit still. He had to admit that the strength of those people in the video was quite strong. In the world of Naruto, in the plane of the dead, Uchiha Madara was also watching with great interest. In any case, Madara recognized the strength of these two people. Uchiha Madara, then, who will win? Uchiha Madara thought so. The other audiences in the universe also had this idea. Kaido and Luffy were even more so. They were watching very seriously at this time. Even though Kaido was a powerful 4 emperors, he was a little unconfident at this moment. But Kaido didn't say anything. Instead, he watched more and more attentively, and when the audiences in the universe continued to watch, they soon saw that the winner of this battle was decided. although Kaido's rising dragon flame Bagua was also very powerful, the unimaginable high temperature was so high that even Gear 5 Luffy couldn't bear it. Both of them reached their limits. At that time, the competition was completely about willpower, but in the end, Gear 5 Luffy was better. The strong men saw that Gear 5 Luffy swung the huge iron fist in his hand again. A punch came down. Boom! The terrifying Overlord Haki burst out again, but this time, the huge fire dragon that Kaido transformed into was obviously not that fierce. After a confrontation, the fire dragon suddenly dissipated, leaving only Kaido's body. Luffy's fist showed no mercy. The iron fist wrapped in armament Haki and Overlord Haki hit Kaido's face firmly, under the horrified eyes of countless strong men in the heavens and the worlds. Kaido, the beast, was beaten and fell directly into the magma. His life and death were uncertain. When such a scene appeared, many viewers were shocked. They could not imagine what kind of amazing battle they had witnessed, and the shocking feeling when the fifth gear Luffy's sacred gun first appeared. But fortunately, now, everything seems to be over. In the world of Bleach, even Kenpachi praised it as a very exciting duel. Kenpachi showed an excited smile on his face. He said that if he had the opportunity, he would also get involved, fighting with Kaido, the beast, that is also a monster. As for the fifth gear Luffy, Kenpachi felt that his ability was indeed weird. If they really started fighting, whether he could win or not was another matter. The key was that he might lose his temper. It was as if his sword was cutting on cotton. In comparison, Kenpachi still hoped to have a fight with a monster like Kaido. That would definitely be quite refreshing. Of course, other audiences knew very well that no matter how ridiculous the power of Straw Hat Luffy was, in the end, he defeated Kaido, the beast, head-on. Even with the help of others, he fought a round-robin battle with Kaido. The strength of Gear 5 Luffy was still obvious to all, especially in the world of pirates. When the battle was over, many audiences were in a very strange mood. Even in the land of Wano and Onigashima, Kaido, the beast, was completely out of control. He was very angry at this time. He exerted force with his palm and directly crushed the wine jug in his hand. Then he suddenly stood up and said angrily, "Damn it! I actually lost. Straw Hat Boy. I will remember you. I am waiting for you to come to Wano country. Fight with me." Kaido said that in the video, his future self was defeated, but in reality, if he fights with Straw Hat Luffy again, he will definitely not lose. For this reason, Kaido will work harder to hone himself. After being angry, Kaido was more excited, because he knew that in the future, there would be a very exciting duel waiting for him. Kaido, Straw Hat Luffy, don't die before you meet me. Ha ha ha. Kaido was also very clear-headed. He knew that the Navy would definitely pay attention to this video sooner or later. As for what kind of action they would take against Straw Hat Luffy, Kaido had no control over it. He said that if the boy died because of this, Kaido would only feel it was a pity, and on the merry, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji and others took a long time to recover from the shock. The next second, they showed excitement on their faces. And at this moment, the audiences from all over the world saw that a prompt suddenly popped up in front of them. Ding! The Zhutian Forum chat group has been established. Do you want to join? Yes/no. When this prompt appeared, all the powerful people in the world were a little confused. First update today. P.S. This book will be on the shelves at 12 o'clock tonight. At that time, the author will directly update 10 chapters. Moreover, on the basis of 1,000 orders, if there are 100 orders, the author will add 1 chapter. There is no upper limit. So, at 12 o'clock tonight, please support the first order. This is very important. Thank you. Because your support is my greatest motivation. Chapter 58. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In the Angel Nebula, all the angels were confused. They didn't understand what this suddenly appeared chat group of the Forum of All Heavens was, but angels such as Kaisha, Hashi, and Angel Yen reacted immediately. In this chat group, there might be Straw Hat Luffy, Kaido of Beasts, Uchiha Madara and others. When they thought of this, they felt that things seemed to be getting more and more interesting. In the world of Ling Kage, Little Loli Xiado, Baiyu Kue, Fatty Shonda and others were even more shocked. They obviously didn't expect that they would also receive an invitation. In the world of Demon Slayer, Tanjiro, Zenitsu Agatsuma, Inosuke and others also began to get tangled up. Tanjiro, what should I do? In this group, there might be Brother Luffy, the terrible Kaido of beasts. Zenitsu Agatsuma, can we finally know more about them? Where is Brother Luffy from? It would be great if he could come to help us. Inosuke, I want to learn ninjutsu. Learn hockey. Get a devil fruit. Inosuke seemed very excited, the pig nose arched and directly chose yes. Tanjiro and Agatsuma Zenitsu were a little surprised when they saw this, they felt that it would be better to consider this kind of thing carefully, right? But seeing that Inosuke had chosen it, they gritted their teeth and chose yes. In fact, many viewers in the heavens and the worlds have made their choices, Kakashi, Might Guy, Aizen, Uchiha Madara, Senju Hashirama and others, and when they chose yes, these viewers saw that a huge chat room appeared in front of them, someone in it had already started to speak. Naruto, god damn it. I didn't expect there would be such a thing. Wait, I saw Brother Luffy. In Konoha village, Naruto's eyes were sharp as soon as he entered the group, scanning to the lower right corner, there was the word Luffy. When these words came out, many viewers who had just entered were shocked. Kaido, Aizen, Natsu and others also looked over and saw it immediately. Kaido at Luffy. Hey, Straw Hat Boy, I'm waiting for you in Wano country. This time, I will definitely not lose. Kaido was even more generous and didn't care about anything else. When he thought about it and found that he could directly tag Luffy, he jumped out to speak. Whitebeard, I didn't expect Kaido that you actually lost to a young boy. Gurgle. At Kaido, Whitebeard also mocked mercilessly. Kaido, don't meddle in other people's business, you old man, be careful or I will beat you up. Kaido was not afraid of Whitebeard, who was also one of the 4 emperors. However, Whitebeard obviously didn't take such words to heart. Big Mom, hey, Straw Hat Boy, I'm waiting for you on Cake Island too. Without Kaido, I will beat you up, and there are Kid, Law, Zoro and so on. Seeing this, Big Mom also hurried to join in. The chat group suddenly became very lively, that's why many viewers knew and confirmed it. There are many people here, all from other worlds. Such a discovery shocked them. In the world of Naruto, in the plane of the dead, Uchiha Madara scanned many group members. After seeing Hashirama's name, a smile immediately appeared on his face. Uchiha Madara, Hashirama, I look forward to fighting you again. At Hashirama. Hashirama saw that he was tagged, and then looked at the person who spoke. He also immediately replied, Bara, I didn't expect you to be planning a resurrection. You are already dead, but your heart is still not dead. Uchiha Madara, of course. Hashirama, I will prove to you that I am right. When chatting with Hashirama, Madara opened the conversation directly, and many viewers in the group saw that the person who spoke was under the ID of Uchiha Madara. They were also surprised. Crocodile, Doflamingo, Hitsugaya Toshiro and other strong men, recalling the horror of Uchiha Madara's complete Susanoo. I feel a little pressured. They, the little Karami, dare not speak at all. But this also makes many ambitious strong men, feeling even more excited. People like Kenpachi, Aizen, etc. were filled with excitement. They just knew. It turned out that there were more than just the strong men and worlds they knew in this world. There were other worlds. There were many powerful humans in other worlds. This made them feel very strange, and the audience such as Xiaodo, Tanjiro, Zhang Chulan, etc. were silently lurking, but they were also very excited in their hearts, and at this time, someone said, Ah chi, I wonder what the next shocking scene will be like. Someone immediately echoed this. Xiaodo, yeah, I don't know who will appear this time. As soon as this was said, the lively atmosphere in the group was suddenly silent. Xiaodo, who was speaking, was a little panicked. Shouldn't he say too much? But in fact, many audiences, seeing this, they immediately began to look forward to it. Uchiha Madara, next. Maybe I will appear again. Hashira Mama, just wait and see. Senju Hashirama, Madara, don't daydream. There are more powerful people in this world than you and I imagined. Big Mom, maybe later, it will be my home court. Roar. Kaido, old woman, don't think too much. I think I may appear again. Shanks, I'm really looking forward to it. It would be great if I could have the chance to be on the list. Aizen, Hehe, you guys may be overthinking it. The next one will definitely be me. Aizen couldn't hold back at this time, he spoke out loud. In this kind of situation, he would feel uncomfortable if he didn't come out and show off in the chat group. Aizen even continued, Ulquiorra who just appeared is just one of my subordinates. In my opinion, Gyuto Ichigo is also vulnerable. When these words appeared, many viewers in the group were shocked. Second update today. P.S. Important notice. This book will be on the shelves at 12 o'clock tonight. At that time, the author will directly update 10 chapters. Moreover, on the basis of 1,000 orders, if there are 100 orders, the author will add 1 chapter. There is no upper limit. So, at 12 o'clock tonight, please support the first order. This is very important. Very important. Very important. Important things should be said 3 times. Thank you. Your support is my greatest motivation. Whether the author can work hard depends on you. Chapter 59. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At this time, in the Angel Nebula, all the angels noticed Aizen. They smiled. To the angels, they just thought that he was a mortal who didn't know how high the sky was and how deep the earth was, but Aizen said that Ulquiorra was just one of his subordinates. If that was true, then his strength should be quite good. Angel Yen, Angel Jishin and others put themselves in the perspective of mortals. If they really possessed that terrifying power, they would be proud enough. At least, there is absolutely no problem in the mortal world. In the fairy tale world, Natsu, Gray, Urza and others are looking forward to it. Urza, it seems that there are many strong people in other worlds. Urza now understands why those people do not use magic, but ninjutsu, domineering and other powers that have never been heard of. It turns out that they are from other worlds, then everything can be explained, and strong men from other worlds. It seems that there are more than these. Gray, Aizen said that Ulquiorra is just his subordinate, and Ichigo is nothing in front of him. How amazing! At least, for Gray and the others, Ulquiorra was already very scary, but he was just Aizen's subordinate. The strength of Aizen must be very strong. In the Demon Slayer world, Tanjiro, Zenitsu Agatsuma, Inosuke and others were even more shocked. They thought before they came in that they would see many powerful people, but they didn't expect. There is a feeling of demons dancing wildly in this chat group. When Aizen said that, there was a brief silence in the chat group again. Kaido of Beasts, Uchiha Madara, Whitebeard and other strong men, they were all observing Aizen silently. Judging from his avatar, Aizen really looks very strong. After all, they are the top combat forces in their respective worlds. Whether they are strong or not can be easily distinguished. Not by appearance, but by temperament. For example, when Uchiha Madara and Kaido of Beasts appeared, their aura alone was extremely powerful. In fact, Aizen is the same. In the world of Ling Kage, Little Loli Xiaodo, Bai Yuekue, Fatty Shanda and others were even more frightened and trembling. Even Boss Bai, at this time, he didn't say a word and was quietly diving. However, she looked at the strong men in the group. Her heart was also very strange, the same as Inosuke. Boss Bai quickly thought, not only did they see these shocking scenes beyond imagination, now they have joined this magical chat group. Can they communicate directly with powerful beings in other worlds? Who knows? Next, it is really possible to learn powerful ninjutsu and haki. Boss Bai said that if they could learn this, wouldn't they be able to take off directly? They can also see more hope in this wasteland world. In fact, Bai Yuekue also hopes that he can have powerful strength and then beat all those beasts away. At the same time, Bai Yuekue also noticed that although there are many powerful people in this group, some of them may still be lurking, but the group leader is obviously the most attractive. Including Sengoku, Senju Hashirama, Sarutobi Hiruzen and others, they also noticed that name, Bai Yuekue, Chen. He should be the one who made this video, right? He is the group owner. Zhangua, who on earth is this Chen? How could he make such an amazing video and become the group leader? How strong will he be? Zhangua really wanted to know. He had watched for so long and wanted to see more, but Zhangua knew that he couldn't imagine it anyway. Even the next shocking scene, how far can it reach? In fact, many viewers in the heavens and the worlds don't know. However, their inner expectations have already burst. Compared with Aizen's speech in the group, more people want to see it with their own eyes. Whether it is Aizen or others, it will be fine. Many viewers know very well that it will definitely be a very shocking scene. As for the Soul Society, Hitsugaya Tushuru, Soifong and others saw Aizen bubbling. They all jumped out immediately and dissed Aizen crazily. Hitsugaya Tushuru, damn Aizen. I will never let you go. You actually hurt Hinamori like that. Kamamura Sajin, Aizen, what did you do to Tozen? I didn't expect that you would betray us. Betray the god of death. Ichigo, Aizen. Just wait, I will definitely defeat you. In the end, even Ichigo stood up and said, and this passionate speech made many viewers feel like they were just watching the fun. In the Naruto world, in Konoha village, Kakashi, Might Guy, Asuma Sarutobi and others were observing with serious eyes. The horror in their hearts at this time was hard to describe in words. In the past, Kakashi thought that there were other big countries and countless small countries outside the land of fire in Konoha village. There were also countless powerful and famous ninjas in this world, but Kakashi never thought that in addition to their ninja world, there were many other worlds. The strong people in those worlds were even more amazing. Their strength was also stronger than one could imagine. Looking at the many unfamiliar avatars, Kakashi, Might Guy, Asuma Sarutobi and others were watching with serious eyes. The horror in their hearts at this time was hard to describe in words. In the past, Kakashi thought that there were other big countries and countless small countries outside the land of fire in Konoha village. There were also countless powerful and famous ninjas in this world, but Kakashi never thought that in addition to their ninja world, there were many other worlds. The strong people in those worlds were even more amazing. Their strength was also stronger than one could imagine. Looking at the many unfamiliar avatars, Kakashi, Might Guy, Asuma Sarutobi and others were watching with serious eyes. Kai and other senior ninjas were also shocked. They said that in this kind of occasion, they didn't seem to have much qualification to speak. The most important thing is, the members of the group soon learned that Hitsugaya Toshiro, Kuchiki Byakuya and others called themselves the gods of death, and their lifespan is normal for a few hundred or 1,000 years. Strictly speaking, they even have eternal life. As long as they are not killed, they can live forever. They are originally soul bodies, in a state of death. When the news was exposed, many viewers in the heavens and the worlds were stunned. In the world of pirates, on the Mary, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji and others were still immersed in the amazing scenes of the previous shocking scene. As a result, when they saw the origins of these gods of death, they were all shocked. Luffy, death, death. The god of death who can live for thousands of years. Usopp, strange, monster, I must be dreaming. How can I join the chat group of such a big shot? Are they coming to take my soul? Woo woo woo. Nami, please, please don't let them notice our presence. It's so hard for me. Nami now regrets choosing to join the group. She feels like she has learned an incredible secret. She feels like she is going to be killed to silence her. What shocked several people the most was that they had a good captain. Luffy was not afraid at all, and he directly popped up in the group and said, "That's awesome. Hey, you guys, let's be friends. I'm Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy, the man who is going to be the Pirate King. The Pirate King is the freest person on the sea." Luffy said this without any stage fright. At the same time, he also tagged Hitsugaya Toshiro, Kuchiki Byakuya, Kurosaki Ichigo and others. In the world of Bleach, Haku, Ichigo and others were also a little shocked when they saw this. Although their identities are a bit outrageous, their strength is actually okay. To read the exciting novels, go to Falun Novel Network. Especially when thinking of the previous strength of the 5th gear Luffy, even Toshiro, Kuchiki Byakuya and others felt a lot of pressure. If the unimaginable ape god spear were to hit them, it would be no joke. However, they also saw that this Straw Hat Luffy was a very enthusiastic and cheerful person. Hitsugaya Toshiro, One Piece, the freest person on the sea. I see. Freedom, that's great too. Ichigo Kurosaki, hello, I'm Ichigo Kurosaki. Nice to meet you. Luffy. Ichigo also responded generously, Kenpachi, Straw Hat Luffy, right? I'll remember you. If there's a chance, let's have a life-and-death fight. I'm looking forward to it. Kenpachi also spoke and directly stated his purpose, although he had previously thought about fighting Kaido, the beast, but the fifth gear form of Straw Hat Luffy is also quite powerful. Fight if you can, it's not a bad thing anyway. And seeing Kenpachi's fierce expression, even Luffy's face became a little weird. On the merry, Usopp and Nami were about to faint. They said that it was okay to be challenged by Kaido, the beast, and Big Mom. Now even the terrible monsters from other worlds are eyeing us. Not only that, Sengoku, Straw Hat Boy, do you think you can live happily for a long time? Dream on. Luffy. Akainu, for a pirate as scary as you, maybe I should deal with it myself. Admiral Akainu also stood up directly. If it was an unknown pirate, Akainu would not bother to deal with him, but this Straw Hat Luffy, the fifth gear combat power, even Akainu thinks it's outrageous. When the fight really starts, it will be difficult to take him down, but now this kid seems to be very weak, then just kill them directly. Akainu doesn't care about that, and this tragic fact makes Nami and Usopp want to get off the ship and escape. Usopp, help. I don't want to die. Nami, why is my fate so tragic? Nami felt like her mentality was about to collapse, but Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji were not afraid at all. Sanji was fine at this time. Luffy and Zoro remembered how they looked in the video. Their hearts were full of yearning. Luffy, I am the man who will become the Pirate King. How can I be defeated easily by you? Come on. Even without strong power, Luffy is not afraid of the strong at all. Just like he later only mastered the power of the second gear, he dared to declare war on the world government for Robin. Of course, Luffy is not a martial arts fanatic, so he did not agree to Kenpachi's invitation. If the Navy comes to chase, Luffy will not rush up stupidly. It is not shameful to run away before you have enough strength. Luffy, Zoro, and the others are ready. Next, he has to face the pursuit of the Navy while dodging. Then, survive in a desperate situation. They had already made sufficient preparations for this when they went out to sea. After all, what they were going to live out was not some pirate house game, brutal sea battles. You may face the threat of death at any time. Only in this way can you achieve the strongest. However, just when the group chat was extremely lively, suddenly the audiences in the heavens and the worlds all saw it. A prompt suddenly appeared on the chat bar. Ding. The ranking reward has been issued. Congratulations to Ichigo Kurosaki for obtaining the Bullhead form, remaining in the rational form. Congratulations to Ulquiorra for obtaining the third stage of the blade form. Seeing this sudden reward, countless spectators in the heavens and the worlds were instantly stunned. They had never thought that there would be a reward for being on the list. All of a sudden, many strong men became excited. Ichigo, I have mastered the Bullhead form. And the rational version? Great. Aizen. You said that this form of mine is nothing to you. Then I will continue to get stronger on this basis. I will definitely defeat you. Ichigo has witnessed the horror of his own Bullhead form. Before, it was because the Bullhead form was out of control and too shocking. Ichigo didn't think about getting it. Now the Zhutian form directly rewards the rational Bullhead power. Of course, Ichigo is satisfied. However, what makes Ichigo feel pressured is that Ulquiorra also received a reward. Uryu, 3-stage return to Blade. That guy should have become even stronger. Moreover, being on the list can bring such powerful power. I really hope I can have the chance to be on it. Uryu, Hirako Mako, Hitsugaya Tushuru and other spectators from the Bleach world were all very envious. In Hueco Mundo, the expressions of Stark, Bailergan and others changed again and again. They all looked at the four blades. Kuriko, even Aizen, who was sitting in the main seat, looked a little uneasy. Aizen, 3-stage blade reincarnation. How so? Even though Aizen possessed the Hogyoku, he was panicking at this moment. Ulquiorra showed the power of the second stage of reincarnation. Aizen could still ignore it, but what if there was a third stage of reincarnation? It's hard to say what level of strength he can reach. Aizen, Ulquiorra, from now on, you will be the one blade. Is there a problem? Ulquiorra didn't have too many other thoughts. He felt the power of the 3-stage return blade that really appeared in his body. He nodded and said, "Thank you, Lord Aizen." Hearing this, Aizen also smiled and nodded. Behind him, Ikamaru Jin and Tozen. Both of them had unnatural expressions. Obviously, the magic of this forum of all heavens has exceeded their imagination. Aizen even said in his heart that he also wanted to be on the list. If other people, or Ulquiorra, appear in this scene, then, wouldn't the Lord of Hueco Mundo have to be replaced? And the audiences from other worlds, when they saw this generous reward, they were also stunned, and then they showed excitement. For Tanjiro, Agatsuma Zenitsu, Chiritsuki Kue and others, this means that their ideas may really come true. Tanjiro, maybe we can really master those powerful forces. There should be a chance, right? By Uekue, it's incredible. I didn't expect this to happen. Many people in this group are very smart. When they saw the rewards given directly by Zhutian Forum, they immediately thought that this might just be the beginning. In the future, Zhutian Forum will bring them even more benefits, and the group members who have been on the list before were even more excited at this time. Uchiha Madara, interesting. Then I should get my reward soon, right? Ha ha ha. Maybe, this Zhutian Forum can let me revive directly. Uchiha Madara spoke in the group without any disguise. His words also made many ninjas in the ninja world feel a little breathless. The most important thing is, this is really possible. In Konoha village, Kakashi, Might Guy and others all felt the pressure. In the plane of the dead, Senju Hashirama was also helpless. He had no way to deal with this, and could only hope that things were not like this, and, even Hashirama was looking forward to it. He hoped that he would appear in the next shocking scene. And at this moment, under the gaze of countless powerful people in the heavens and the worlds, the fourth shocking scene was about to begin. First update on the shelves. Please subscribe. Please vote for me. My performance is very poor. Please support me. Thank you. Your support is my greatest motivation. Guan, add your name, email protected. Chapter 60. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At this time, in the Super God universe, in the Angel Nebula, all the angels were a little surprised. If before, they were still holding an attitude of watching a show and appreciating those wonderful battles, then now, the rewards that suddenly appeared in the forum of all heavens directly stunned their CPUs. Angel Yen, what kind of power is this? It's too magical, right? Then Ichigo Kurosaki got the reward of the Bullhead form. Angel Jishin, we have never been able to thoroughly study this forum of all heavens before. Now it seems that it may be beyond our imagination. Seeing this scene, no matter how proud the angels were, no matter how much they called themselves the king of gods, they knew that, this thing was beyond their imagination. Even on the throne, Holy Kesha's eyes fixed. Holy Kesha, a direct reward. Interesting. Kaisha said that the research on the forum of all heavens should be restarted. The secrets it contains may be the most important, and on the earth of Shinha universe, the demon king Morgana was a little impatient when she saw this scene. Morgana, damn. Can I get power directly by being on the list? So awesome. No, then I have to be on the list too. This is a shocking scene. I'm going to blow up a planet. It must be more awesome than them, right? Morgana didn't care much just now. She just watched it with great interest. She also thought about letting her men find Ulquiorra, Kaido, and other powerful people. Let these powerful humans become demons. Morgana personally gives them power, then they must be the best among the demon warriors. Their own strength and willpower are strong enough. After being blessed by the god-level civilization, these are all good seedlings. But now, Morgana has changed her mind. In addition, it's not just her, other audiences in the heavens and the worlds. After 850 saw that being on the list could win rewards from the Zhutian Forum, everyone couldn't sit still. Aizen, Hashirama Senju, Whitebeard, Roger and others all hoped that they would have a chance to be on the list. Seeing that acquaintances were on the list, it would be too tragic if they didn't make it. Whitebeard, Roger, Aizen and others all thought that they would not lose to Kaido and Gear 5 Luffy. At the same time, the audience of Zhutian also realized that this might, the will of the group leader is needed. Roger, this man named Chen, who is he? Aizen, what should I do to make him choose me? Could it be a god of a higher level? After seeing such a scene, even Aizen was a little impressed. The power of the Hogyoku that he admired might not be the strongest. In other universes, there are more powerful people, and in the world of pirates, on the Merry, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji and others also breathed a sigh of relief. They are not stupid and they quickly thought of it. Ulquiorra and Kurosaki Ichigo got rewards directly, then wait, they can too, right? Even if Zoro doesn't have it, Luffy will definitely get a reward. Sanji, maybe, our Captain Luffy can get the power of the Sun God directly. Zoro, it's very possible. Realizing this, everyone on the ship was very excited, even Usopp and Nami, who felt desperate just now, immediately wanted to cling to Luffy's thighs. Just kidding, the strength of Luffy in the 5th gear is not exaggerated. If Luffy can really master this kind of power, he can definitely walk sideways in the entire Grand Line. Without 2 or 3 powerful 4 emperors and admirals, don't think of stopping Luffy. Of course, Luffy at this time was still very weak, but, no matter how weak he is, with the power of the 5th gear, he can easily beat Crocodile, Doflamingo and the like. The numerical crush is overwhelming. Even if he can't use the armed color and the domineering color, his combat power is still quite fierce. The power of the awakened light fruit is already very awesome. The Navy also realized this. Garp didn't care, and even wanted to laugh. Sengoku was so angry that his teeth itched. What's wrong with your family? I didn't feel it before. Now suddenly a straw hat Luffy appeared. Sengoku knew very well that if this kid really got the power of the 5th gear, it would be really difficult to deal with. The most important thing is that this is to get the power they are familiar with, which is okay. Sengoku is afraid that Straw Hat Luffy will get some kind of perfect Susanoo. At that time, he will drive a Gundam and run around in the new world. That would be incredible. In addition, Sengoku is also very careful. He noticed that the titles of some group members in the group are quite unusual. Sengoku, Angel King Holy Kesha, Demon King Morgana. These kings are not so bad. The outrageous point is their avatars. Sengoku saw that Kaisha sat on a throne with wings on her back, that aura seemed to crush Uchiha Madara, Aizen, Kaido and others. The Demon King Morgana was even more so, although they did not come out to speak, many viewers in the world felt under great pressure. In this regard, Sengoku, Akainu and others could only say that if they also had the opportunity to be on the list, there would be no problem. At that time, the overall strength of the Navy would also increase, no matter from which aspect. It is a great thing. In addition, watching the video can indeed increase the strength in the body little by little. Sengoku, Kakashi and others were not sure before. Now seeing that the Forum of All Heavens directly gave them a generous reward, these people are very sure. This Forum of All Heavens may really be a masterpiece of God. Of course, they did not go too deep into these ideas. For many strong people, what they want to see now is what the shocking scene will be like after that. As the title says, it is absolutely beyond our imagination. It may even scare us to death. Those strong men, you must see it carefully. The shocking scene behind it, what level can it reach? And just when the audiences in the world were looking forward to it, they saw that in the video, a new shocking famous scene was about to be played. In an instant, many strong men immediately paid attention to it. Uchiha Madara, Sengoku, Garp, Aizen and others were very concerned, and hoped that they would be the next to appear. However, when the title of the 4th shocking famous scene appeared, all the strong men in the world were a little confused. 07. The battle between Peak Naruto and Sasuke in the Valley of the End. Seeing this title, many viewers showed doubts. Kaido, what? Peak Naruto and Sasuke, who is this? Valley of the End, where is that? Aizen, isn't it me again? This is outrageous. This is the 4th one, and Aizen is very dissatisfied. To be honest, if they were not in a meeting and all the 10 Espada were present, Aizen would probably have suddenly killed someone. He couldn't accept that Ulquiorra was on the list and received generous rewards, but he has no chance. Aizen looked at the avatar of the man named Chen. He thought to himself, perhaps, his only chance is to cooperate with this man. Aizen still doesn't know what kind of power this guy has. The other audiences in the universe also reacted strongly, but more of them were curious. Tanjiro, Agatsuma Zenitsu, Hakutsuki Kue and others all wanted to know what the shocking scene would be like this time. They believed that it would be another shocking scene that would surprise them. It would definitely refresh their worldviews, but they liked this feeling very much. However, compared to the expectations and doubts in other worlds. In the Naruto world, in Konoha village, Sarutobi Hiruzen widened his eyes. He could never have imagined that it would be peak Naruto and Sasuke. Sarutobi Hiruzen was not yet at the point of being senile. When he saw the Valley of the End and the words Naruto and Sasuke, he immediately thought of Sarutobi Hiruzen, Naruto and Sasuke. Their duel at their peak. This is really great. Sarutobi Hiruzen also knew that if he made it to the list, he would have a chance to win rich rewards. To read exciting novels, go to Falun Novel Network. And even if he didn't, it would be enough to see the future peak power of Naruto and Sasuke. In the village, Kakashi was also a little shocked. He also knew that the title must be about Naruto and Sasuke. He just didn't know what the scene would be like. In addition, Naruto and Sasuke, who saw the title, also reacted, but they still couldn't believe it. Until the scene appeared on the video, the two of them really confirmed that the title was referring to them. But, Naruto, then, what is that? Sasuke, Susanoo, wait, the complete Susanoo. Oh, I have it too. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Great. My future will be so strong. Sasuke was excited all of a sudden. He had seen the scene when Naruto appeared and fought against Uchiha Madara. He was very concerned. Why was he not in that battle? After seeing Uchiha Madara use the complete form of Susanoo, Sasuke wondered if he could also master such a ninjutsu in the future. Now, the answer is revealed, yes. In the Hokage building, Sarutobi Hiruzen saw this scene. His pupils were shaking. Even with his knowledge and mentality, he was completely uncalm at this time. The hand holding the pipe trembled slightly. Sarutobi Hiruzen, that is, nine-tailed fox. And, Sasuke's complete form Susanoo. Seeing the two behemoths confronting each other in the air, inside the nine tails and inside Susanoo, there were Naruto and Sasuke. Sarutobi Hiruzen didn't know what to say. In fact, he had thought about it before. After all, this was the fourth shocking scene, so, even if the strength of little Naruto and Sasuke is still very average now, in the future, they will definitely be very powerful. Otherwise, they can't be on the list. But seeing that Naruto transformed into the nine tails and Sasuke displayed the complete form of Susanoo, Sarutobi Hiruzen still felt a little bit unbelievable. At the same time, a touch of joy rose in his heart. Are you kidding? Two such powerful ninjas appeared in our Konoha village. That form feels no less than that of Uchiha Madara just now. Does that mean that these are two first-generation level strongmen? Sarutobi Hiruzen was extremely happy. This is certainly a good thing. Sarutobi Hiruzen knew very well that when the first generation was here, other ninja villages did not dare to say anything. Now, although Konoha village is still the most powerful, but there are more and more troubles. In the final analysis, it is still him, Sarutobi Hiruzen and Danzo. They can't control it at all. If there are two ninjas with the strength of the first generation, what is there to be afraid of? Although Sarutobi Hiruzen looks kind on the surface, he is not a good person. He thinks that as long as he proposes peaceful coexistence, he can really live a life of luxury. Are you kidding? The premise of peace is to have absolute power. Of course, Sarutobi Hiruzen also reacted quickly. It seems that the relationship between Naruto and Sasuke in the video, is it a life and death fight? After seeing through this, Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyes became a little serious. It seems that he can't be too happy too soon. In his heart, he was very curious about the outcome of this battle. The Kages of other ninja villages, seeing this scene, they immediately became restless. Raikage AI, isn't this the kid who knew the shadow clone technique before? That's nine-tailed fox. Ma Bai, go and help me find out who those two people are. Uchiha clan. Raikage AI looked at Sasuke, who had one Mangekyo Sharingan and the other Samsara Eye. He felt deeply uneasy. The previous Uchiha Madara had already made the Raikage feel that the Uchiha clan was strong. In terror, now another one has appeared. The shadows of other ninja villages are similar, whether it is the Tsuchikage, Mizukage or Kazekage, they are all a little scared, and when they got the news that the two people, one is Uzumaki Naruto and the other is Uchiha Sasuke, are just two genin from Konoha village, the shadows widened their eyes instantly. 2-scale Anoki, what? A joke. Two genin, can they be so strong in the future? Anoki has not forgotten that he was in the video before, fighting against Uchiha Madara's complete Susanoo. It can be said that he was crushed. Now, in addition to the complete Susanoo, there is also someone who actually masters the power of the Nine Tails. He looks very powerful. It feels like these two people alone can sweep the entire ninja world. Anoki can't accept it. Although Mizukage Tsurumi may attaches great importance to Sasuke's appearance, she is also shocked, even Orochimaru. Nagato, Obito and other strong men, seeing this scene, they were all extremely horrified, at the same time. Other audiences in the heavens and the worlds, I am also getting more and more curious, the battle between these two behemoths, how shocking can the scene be? In the world of One Piece, Kaido, Big Mom, Whitebeard and others are watching with great enthusiasm. They are of course very happy to see powerful ninjutsu again. In the world of Bleach, except for Aizen who is angry, the other 10 espadas are actually shocked at this time. Even Grimmjow, who has the toughest mouth, can't say anything. Just kidding, those guys in the video now, each one has exaggerated power. If Grimmjow says that they are scum, he is completely slapping himself in the face. In the world of Demon Slayer, Tanjiro, Zenitsu Agatsuma, Inosuke and others feel like they are dreaming. Looking at the two behemoths in the video, their inner desire to learn ninjutsu has reached the extreme. And at this moment, the audiences of all heavens and worlds saw, in the video, those two people. The fight started. The nine-tailed fox condensed the tailed beast cannon in its mouth. The power of lightning also appeared in the hand of Susanoo controlled by Sasuke. The two rushed towards each other at a very fast speed. The two powerful forces soon collided. After the fierce bombardment between the two, the next second, bang! A terrifying explosion was heard. The power was like a nuclear bomb, with a destructive light. It swallowed up everything around, whether it was boulders, trees, or other things. They all disappeared in this light. The powerful people in the heavens and the worlds were all stunned when they saw this scene. They didn't expect that such a big thing would happen right away. At the same time, their hearts were also completely excited. Many viewers knew that the shocking scene this time would definitely be even more shocking. The second update is on the shelves. Please collect, please give flowers, please give 10 points, please give monthly tickets. Moi. The results are very poor. Please support me. Thank you. Your support is my greatest motivation. Add to my blog, guyanthanum8834@gmail.com. Chapter 61. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At this time, in the Super God universe, in the Angel Nebula, the angels watched the shocking scene in the video. Even they thought it was a bit awesome. This human being could use ninjutsu to create such an amazing explosion. It was indeed very unusual. In the Avengers world, Tony, Captain America, Banner and others were even more shocked. They obviously didn't expect to see such a scene. In any case, the collision between the two people in the video was extremely terrifying. If it appeared in their world, in their city, it would be a disaster. The most important thing is, they all knew that this might. It's just the beginning. In the world of Demon Slayer, Tanjiro, Agatsuma, Zenitsu, Inosuke and others were also completely confused. They couldn't imagine at this time what level of strong people they saw fighting. Tanjiro said that their previous duel with the demon seemed to have become like playing house. In fact, even the pillars were wide-eyed at this time. They were all stunned. Yuzui Tengen, he was a little excited. He said, "Is the ninjutsu I learned so powerful? Is it possible for me to learn such ninjutsu in the future?" Yuzui Tengen is not greedy. He does not need the power of Sharingan, Samsara Eye, or Nine Tails. It is cool enough for him to learn the Shadow Clone technique. The most important thing is that, Yuzui Tengen knows very well that there are more ninjutsu in that world. Since there are so many strong people in that world, there must be many powerful ninjutsu. In addition, there are chat groups now, so, Yuzui Tengen swore, later, he must find a chance to ask. See how to learn this awesome ninjutsu, if he has a chance to learn it. Yuzui Tengen will definitely beat all those upper-rank ninjutsu. Of course, the group is muted during the video playback. This is why many viewers in the world can watch the video patiently. Otherwise, if this scene is not muted, the chat group will definitely explode. For example, now, 01 Naruto is already cheering in the village. He and Sasuke didn't pay attention to why the two of them fought. Anyway, It's not the first time. Sasuke and Naruto are now immersed in the scene of their powerful burst. Naruto, damn it. I will become so strong in the future. In this form, even Uchiha Madara will not be my opponent, right? Ha 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 ha. When I become so strong in the future, if Uchiha Madara dares to attack again, I will definitely beat him to a pulp. Little Naruto danced with joy. Sasuke standing by did not hide his excitement at all. Sasuke, Itachi. You are dead. When I master this kind of power in the future, I will definitely make you pay the price. Sasuke was immersed in his own second-year world. He watched the video, showing himself with the Mangekyo Sharingan on one side and the Rinnegan on the other. He could not suppress his excitement at all. Sasuke even hoped that he could obtain such a powerful power right now, then he would find Itachi and complete his revenge. What a pity, not now. Fortunately, Sasuke is also very smart. He knows that if he waits for a while, the Zhutian Forum should give him rewards. After all, he has made it to the list and become the protagonist. When Sasuke thought of this, he became even more excited. As for Kakashi, who was watching the two little guys making such a fuss next to him, he couldn't say anything at this time. Because even he felt that it was a bit too exaggerated. The most outrageous thing was on the other side. Gaara, Kankuro, Temari and others who came to the village and met Sasuke and Naruto. Temari was previously complacent about her participation in the Ninja World War and the fact that she slapped Uchiha Madara away. Gaara also saw the scene of his battle with Madara in the previous video. He was a little dazed. As a result, now he sees Naruto and Sasuke. In the video, such a powerful force erupted. Temari and Kankuro were both stunned. Temari, that's the yellow-haired kid from before. Temari was numb. She could never have dreamed that such a kid would be so strong in the future. And if Naruto and the others were unsure, then Temari had a very deep impression of Uchiha Madara Sasuke. He was so handsome since he was a child, it was hard to forget him after just one encounter, but, the way he looked in the video, this made Temari feel a chill on her back. Temari said that if the future Sasuke wanted to kill her, he might just need to look at her. Kankuro, they are so strong, and she's not that old. Kankuro was stunned. He immediately thought, are they sure they want to carry out their plan to destroy Konoha? If this one is not done well, the entire Sand Village, no, the entire Wind Kingdom will be in trouble in the future, right? If those two behemoths want to attack together, who in the ninja world can stop them? But that is all later. Yes, after seeing such an amazing scene, even Kankuro, Temari, Gaara and others don't want to miss it. What's more, it seems that the future Naruto and the future Sasuke are fighting for life and death. Many strong people don't know the reason between them, they only know that this battle and the shocking scene that will appear next are absolutely beyond imagination. That's enough. In particular, the audiences of all the heavens and worlds soon saw that in the video, after Naruto and Sasuke hit each other, the future Sasuke said indifferently, "This level of attack can't kill me." That when these words came out, all the strong men were stunned. Xiao, what do you mean by, is that the extent? I'm going, this is too outrageous. Xiao said directly she couldn't accept it. She felt that if she was there, she would have turned into ashes, but for the handsome Sasuke, it was just, to this extent. Bai Uekue on the side was also ashamed, although she knew it in her heart. Indeed, for that kind of strong man, this level of explosion may not be a big deal, but from their point of view, the impact of this sentence is too great. In the world of pirates, Kaido, Big Mom, Whitebeard and other strong men, are also a little excited. Kaido, it looks like this battle will be very exciting. Ha ha ha. Kaido is not panicked anyway, he has been on the list once, now he just has to wait for the reward. He is also very curious about the shocking scenes that will appear in the video later, and Whitebeard, Roger, Shanks and other strong men, although they have not appeared yet, but they are not in a hurry. These viewers all thought that the video is still very long, and the group leaders are all here. It's hard to say what the situation will be like next. Now, it's enough to watch the video carefully. They all watched it very seriously. In the Naruto world, over at the Akatsuki organization, Uchiha Itachi was quite pleased to see this scene, and the other members, Kisame, Deidara, Sasori and other strong men. After seeing the strength of the two people in the video, they all felt a lot of pressure. Kisame, really, each of them is as strong as a monster. Deidara, the explosion just now was quite artistic. It seems that I have to work harder to practice, and I want to continue to improve my ultimate art. Obviously, no matter what, the appearance of this inventory video has changed many things in the heavens and the world. To read the violent novels, go to Falun Novel Network. And at this moment, the strong men saw, in the video, the future Naruto replied, I said, I don't want to kill you at all. In response, future Sasuke interrupted and said, enough. After that, everyone saw Sasuke raising his hand. In the distance, 9 huge stone balls formed by countless stones flew towards Sasuke. Until now, many viewers noticed that there were 9 huge stones in the scene. The strong people from other worlds were very curious about this. Mihawk. What is that? Sengoku. It looks like something is sealed inside. Zhangguo said this based on his intuition, but no matter what the stone is, all the strong men are clear about one thing. That is, this thing is definitely very useful. However, compared to the calmness of other worlds, in the Naruto world, Nagato was not so calm. He looked at the stones and recognized them immediately. Nagato, is this Chibaku Tensei? As the owner of the Samsara Eye, how could Nagato not see it? That stone was obviously the product of someone casting the Chibaku Tensei. Now, the guy called Uchiha Sasuke has the Samsara Eye, so there is no doubt about it. But the key is, Nagato, can you release 9 Chibaku Tensei at once? Wait, 9, there are 9 tailed beasts sealed inside. Nagato was almost numb at this time. Their Akatsuki organization was desperately trying to collect the tailed beasts. Although each monster in the organization had power comparable to that of the tailed beasts, it was not an easy task to subdue the tailed beasts. Did Sasuke subdue the 9 tailed beasts by himself? Nagato said that he couldn't accept it. He called himself a god. But his power was nothing in front of Uchiha Madara, Uchiha Sasuke, and Uzumaki Naruto. Nagato's self-confidence was hit, and in the ninja world, other ninjas also analyzed this point, whether it was Orochimaru, Jiraiya, Sarutobi Hiruzen and others, they all knew very well that there were definitely 9 tailed beasts sealed in there. Sarutobi Hiruzen, then where did the 9 tails on Naruto come from? How did one more appear? Sarutobi Hiruzen didn't know either. When Minato Namikaze sealed the 9 tails, he actually sealed it in 2 parts. In the world of the dead, Minato Namikaze, who saw this scene, immediately guessed that it was possible that he would be resurrected in the future. Either the tailed beast in his body was extracted and sealed, or the 9 tails in Naruto's body was extracted and sealed, then the 9 tails in his body was divided into Naruto. It has to be said that Minato's brain is very good. In addition, the audiences in all the heavens and worlds also saw it. At this time, another scene appeared on the video. It was the scene of Sasuke sealing the 9-tailed beasts. The strong men only saw that Uchiha Sasuke just glared, with a sound of Chibaku Tensei. Suddenly, the 9-tailed beasts present were all sealed, turned into the current stone appearance. Such a scene made many viewers call it awesome. Kaido, it turns out there is such a ninjutsu. It's so interesting. Whitebeard, Gulala, I don't know what kind of amazing scene I will see next. Many people were watching with great interest. In the ninja world, the ninjas were even more shocked. Reikage AI, Tsuchikage Anoki, Mizukage Terumi Mei and others once again felt the gap between them and the peak of the Super Kage. Damn it, AI said that his father could fight the 8 tails badly back then. He was a tough guy. If AI was asked to deal with the tailed beasts, he would not dare to say that he could win. But now, these tailed beasts are in front of Uchiha Sasuke. They are like pets. In fact, it is not only Sasuke, Naruto, Uchiha Madara, Senju Hashirama, these super shadow peak existences, they can easily control the tailed beasts. A long time ago, Hashirama showed the 9 tails that he could kill it by patting the head, but now Sasuke has indeed surpassed Uchiha Madara and Senju Hashirama. In the video, he himself also said, now I am the strongest in the ninja world. Hearing this, the Konoha village, little Sasuke was so excited. Sasuke, the strongest in the ninja world. Ha ha ha. Great, this is my future self. Naruto, you can't beat me, give up. Sasuke said directly. Little Naruto said. Naruto was of course not willing to be outdone. What did you say? I will definitely win this duel. Sasuke, how is it possible? You are a loser. How can you win? Although it is not clear why the two of them fought in the video, but Sasuke at this time was not rebellious or a middle school student, he could even block the knife for his companions. It was not until he met Orochimaru that Sasuke began to become more twisted. Of course, it was also related to the fact that he was from the Uchiha clan. In short, little Sasuke and little Naruto had a big fight. Sakura next to him was a little embarrassed, she even had a low self-esteem. Unexpectedly, even Naruto has become so strong. From then on, Sakura would no longer dare to look down on Naruto. Even Hinata, Shikamaru, Kiba and others looked at Naruto with admiration. However, compared to this, other strong people in the heavens and the worlds, they are more concerned about Uchiha Madara and Sasuke. What do you plan to do with these tailed beasts? Fortunately, they soon got the answer. Everyone saw that in the video, after Sasuke performed the spell, a huge amount of chakra emerged from those stones. The next second, it all flowed into Uchiha Sasuke's Susanoo. When such a scene appeared, the heartbeats of all the strong men in the heavens and the worlds accelerated. Kaido, oh. It seems that something extraordinary is going to happen. Sengoku, use that Susanoo as a container to absorb the power of those so-called tailed beasts. I can't imagine how strong Uchiha Sasuke will become after absorbing it. Although it is still unclear how powerful these tailed beasts are, but looking at their appearance, you know that they are definitely not easy to mess with. What's more, there are 9 of them. In the ninja world, many ninjas were stunned at this moment, whether it was Jiraiya, Orochimaru, or Kisame and other strong men. They all couldn't believe it. They said that this was too exaggerated. This scene even interested Uchiha Madara in the undead plane. Uchiha Madara, interesting. Uchiha Sasuke, my descendant. Madara was not too panicked. His eyes rolled, and more plans emerged in his mind. In terms of wisdom, Madara was no worse. It can only be said that Black Zetsu was better in the end, and there was nothing he could do about it. After all, even Madara could not have thought that there would be an alien in his team. But this is not important. The audiences in all the worlds continued to watch. Soon they saw that Sasuke, who had absorbed the power of the tailed beasts, had an aura and power bursting out of his Susanoo. It became even more terrifying. His strength can be felt with the naked eye. This form of Susanoo is completely different from the previous one, and such a scene also made many strong people look forward to it. How amazing will the shocking scene be next? First update today. Please subscribe. Please vote for the monthly ticket. Moi. The results are very poor. Please support me. Thank you. Your support is my greatest motivation. Add to my blog, email protected. Chapter 62. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At this time, in the Avengers universe, Tony, Captain America, Banner and others were all stunned. They couldn't imagine what kind of scenes would appear in this video later. It seemed a bit too exaggerated. Tony, is this a magic trick? That boy is controlling such an awesome thing. Is it called Susanoo? He is emitting blue flames all over his body. OMG, that even the arrogant Tony was a little skeptical about his life at this time. He was wondering if he was dreaming. Captain America, Banner, Black Widow and others on the side were also stunned. Banner, fortunately, that's not our world. They can use a power called ninjutsu. It's really amazing. Black Widow, if I fight this guy, I will have nightmares. Black Widow's words were full of gratitude. There was no way. The Gundam looked amazingly defensive. Even with modern firepower, it's not that easy to blast through it. Nuclear bombs can't be thrown casually. What's more, nuclear bombs may not be useful, because the two boys in the video, in addition to being able to drive Gundams, have different abilities in other ninjutsu. For example, Sasuke Samsara I can open a space and drill in at will in the future. At that time, what's the use of your nuclear bomb? Or, his Sky Hand Force, using this trick, he wants to escape the range of the nuclear bomb. It's not too difficult. In addition, everyone in the Avengers universe has not seen it. There is a man named Uchiha Obito, whose Sharingan can even become virtual and put himself in another space. This kind of spacetime ninjutsu is indeed difficult to deal with. Of course, in the Avengers universe, there are more powerful forces. To be honest, whether it is the spacetime power of Obito or Sasuke's eyes, it is not worth mentioning in front of the space gem. On the other hand, in the DC universe, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman and other superheroes. When they saw this scene, they were actually a little confused. To be honest, Batman had already started preparations. He said, "This is Nima. Are there any monsters like Ulquiorra and Ichigo in this world?" When he saw Uchiha Madara, Master Wayne realized something was wrong, but he still felt uneasy. It was not until the chat group appeared that Master Wayne was completely convinced. These guys are not from their world, just like the Warring States period. Batman also noticed immediately that there were people called Angel King Holy Kesha, Demon King Morgana, and Rock God Zhongli, Wind God Barbados, and others in the group. This made Batman's brain buzz instantly. He thought he had entered some kind of painting story. But watching them speak in the group, and the scene in the video. Now, the powerful impact was even transmitted directly through the video. This made Master Wayne believe it. Fortunately, he had also seen it. In their world, there are Superman, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman who can move freely in the sea. Therefore, Batman felt that this did not seem to be something difficult to accept. It's just that the scene in this video is still impacting his worldview. In the world of Ling Kage, Little Loli Xiado, Baiyu Kue, Fat Man Shonda and others have this feeling. They are looking at Uchiha Sasuke, who has absorbed the power of the nine-tailed beasts. Susanoo has reached a higher level. They all trembled in fear. Xiado, now, can Naruto deal with it? I feel, it seems like these two are not on the same level. Baiyu Ekue, how far can this battle go? That even Baiyu Ekue couldn't help swallowing. For her, this scene was also extremely shocking. In the world of Demon Slayer, Tanjiro, Zenitsu Agatsuma, Inosuke and others felt like they were dreaming. Zenitsu Agatsuma, I slept too hard and saw two monsters fighting. Zenitsu said that this was too outrageous. They felt more and more that they were just lucky to fight against demons. If they were asked to fight those who could drive Gundams, they would probably be blown away with just a breath. In fact, even the demons on the other side, whether it was upper rank 1 Kokoshibo, or upper rank 2 and upper rank 3, were speechless when they saw this scene. Akaza, who wanted to find a strong human to fight, even wondered if he had seen it wrong. Akaza, that kind of guy, are you sure it's human? That even Akaza wanted to curse. They used to think that they were super creatures. In this world, humans can never defeat demons, because demons have infinite lifespans. They can also become stronger by devouring humans. In addition, they can survive without being beheaded by the Nichiren sword. From the perspective of demons, they feel that humans are simply invincible, especially for the upper ranks. Their experience highlights one thing: invincibility. Looking at the entire world, there are only a few who can beat them. If demons are excluded, the number will be even smaller. But in the end, now seeing the so-called Uchiha Sasuke, Uzumaki Naruto and other strong men, the demons in the world of Demon Slayer are completely unsettled. The Demon King Muzan even said immediately, fortunately, those guys are from other universes. Otherwise, he would not dare to go out casually in the future. If he met them, it would be more terrifying than running into Yorichi Tsujikoku. And at this time, the audiences of all the heavens and worlds also saw it. In the video, facing the form of Uchiha Sasuke's perfect form Susanoo that is even more advanced, future Naruto still chose to attack with the shadow clone technique. Seeing this scene, the future Sasuke in the video said coldly, "This trick again? Naruto, this is actually a sign of your cowardice. You can never beat me now." After that, the shadow clones of the nine-tailed demon fox rushed up, but their attacks, it is indeed completely ineffective. Uchiha Sasuke's ultimate Susanoo has an amazing speed. Its defense is greatly improved. Its attack power is also beyond imagination. He just condensed a thunder spear. He easily cut off the Ninetail's hands and feet and nailed it to the ground with another thunder spear. Seeing this scene, in the world of death and in the Hueco Mundo, Ulquiorra was a little touched. He felt that it was called a thunder spear. The lightning power condensed by Sasuke was much stronger than his. In the world of pirates, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji and others were also stunned. They were still immersed in the amazing scenes of the previous shocking scene. They all remembered that Luffy's control of lightning was also very strong. But now this Sasuke is the same. His ability to control thunder is also perfect. The audiences of the heavens and the world saw the previous battle between the future Sasuke and the future Naruto. They started with a physical battle between the two of them, and then drove the Gundam. In the future, Sasuke used Kirin to bite Naruto's nine-tailed demon fox fiercely. That battle was equally exciting. In the Naruto world, in Konoha village, Sasuke even calmed down a little. What was revealed in his eyes was anticipation and excitement. Sasuke, Naruto. I will definitely win this battle. Little Sasuke was aroused by the desire to win. He also fully accepted the fact that his future self would have such a strong power. This made Sasuke very happy. The other powerful people in Konoha, such as Shikamaru, Neji, Rock Lee and others, watched the battle in the video. To read the exciting novels, go to Falun Novel Network. Their impressions of Sasuke and Naruto have completely changed. They were all stunned. At the same time, they also began to look forward to what the next battle between the two would be like. Then Naruto, can he deal with Sasuke's ultimate Susanoo? The powerful men in the heavens and the worlds also saw it. In the video, future Naruto seemed to be a little passive. He could only rely on the shadow clone technique to delay time. But how could the clone be Sasuke's opponent? The powerful men saw that Sasuke casually shot a few thunder arrows. He destroyed all of Naruto's nine-tailed clones. They even fought high into the sky and passed through the clouds. Such a scene stunned many viewers. For the audiences of the Soul Cage world, Demon Slayer world, Assassin 5, 6 and 7 planes, etc., this is really amazing. They feel that it is worth it to be able to see such a shocking fight. And when the video continued, everyone also saw when Naruto's nine-tailed form was beaten a little broken. In the video, Sasuke said again, "You who only have part of the tailed beast's chakra will never be my opponent. It's even more impossible, is its opponent." After that, Sasuke began to condense a terrifying thunder arrow. The terrifying power of thunder and lightning continued in his hands. That scene made everyone's eyes widen instantly. Whitebeard, what an amazing power. Duo, it's really interesting. The power of this attack is definitely very strong. Haha. Aizen, very powerful. Well, let me see it. Aizen was a little resigned to his fate at this time. He had always maintained a very high standard before, because Aizen felt that he was invincible. With the Hogyoku and the fusion of the Hogyoku, later, he could become a creature that surpassed humans, hollows, and death gods, a true god. But now after seeing this video, Aizen realized that, in other worlds, there are also such powerful creatures. Well, Aizen said that he still had a chance to crush them. This was the confidence that the Hogyoku gave him. In the Angel Nebula, all the angels looked solemn. To them, the power of this arrow should not be underestimated. Even the third generation of angels had to take it seriously. On the throne, Holy Kesha became more and more excited. She never thought that this video would develop to such an extent, but this is also good. It is worth her careful observation. Kaisha was very curious. Facing this terrible blow, what would Uzumaki Naruto do? The other powerful people in the world also had such doubts. In Konoha village, Sasuke was even more excited. He felt that the duel was over. He won. Sasuke, Naruto, accept your fate. You can't beat me. Naruto, you are talking nonsense. I will definitely win. Come on. I myself. Naruto was of course not convinced, and, at this moment, the audiences from all over the world also saw it. This battle was indeed not that simple. The strong men only heard. In the video, Naruto said anxiously, "Hey, Kurama, are you not okay yet?" The next second, the scene changed. Everyone saw the Nine-Tails clone sitting on the ground, seemingly continuing to gather energy. At the same time, the Nine-Tails also responded, "It seems that it has gathered a little too much, you catch it." After that, the Nine-Tails clone disappeared. From the ground, an extremely huge amount of natural energy emerged, all poured into Naruto's body. Such a scene shocked many viewers. They only then knew. It turned out that Uzumaki Naruto had delayed time just now for this. In Konoha village, Naruto cheered even more. Naruto, woohoo! I'm so awesome. Sasuke, you're the loser. Sasuke gritted his teeth and was not to be outdone. Even so, the winner will definitely be me. That the two little guys didn't give in to each other. They were all immersed in this joy, but other people in the ninja world, they were completely dumbfounded. Somewhere in the ninja world, Jiraiya was confused. Jiraiya, you can actually condense so much natural energy, which really makes me look at you in a new light. Minato, Your son, very powerful, Orochimaru. I didn't expect the Uchiha clan to produce such a peerless genius, even stronger than Itachi. Uchiha Sasuke, I'll remember you. Orochimaru is not very familiar with Sasuke yet, but he covets the Sharingan and the identity of the genius. He has made up his mind to find a way to get Sasuke's body, while he is still young, find a good opportunity to strike. Sarutobi Hiruzen would naturally take full precautions. You must be kidding. There are two geniuses in the village, no matter how confident Sarutobi Hiruzen is, he can't let them act freely. Kakashi alone is not enough. Sarutobi Hiruzen plans to add more people and let the Umbu protect them at all times, at least, Nuo Zhao must protect them before they get their rewards. Compared to the turmoil in the ninja world, the audiences from other worlds watched more seriously at this time. They soon saw that in the video, Naruto, who had received a huge amount of natural energy, actually merged the two Ninetales clones around him. The three-headed and six-armed Ninetales form appeared. The aura suddenly became completely different. The audiences in all the heavens and worlds knew very well that this time, Naruto had become very strong, at least not weaker than Uchiha Sasuke's ultimate Susanoo. Not only that. Everyone also saw that after Uzumaki Naruto obtained a huge amount of natural power, he raised his hand directly. Two powerful yin-yang escape spiral shuriken condensed in his hand, the energy contained in the spiral shuriken. Many viewers said that this was too terrible. By Uekue, Golu, if attacks of that level collide with each other, how terrifying would it be? Hitsugaya Tushuru, are you kidding me? If these two energies collide, the area within 100 miles will be annihilated, right? Tanjiro, really, it's so amazing, just like a dream. So powerful. Obviously, many people in the world were frightened, but the more shocking scene is still to come. The masters soon saw that in the video, Naruto didn't say much nonsense and directly threw out the yin-yang escape spiral shuriken in his hand. Uchiha Madara Sasuke also fired the terrifying Indra's arrow. Seeing such a scene, the people in the world couldn't help but hold their breath. Their heartbeats accelerated, and the excitement in their hearts was directly maxed out. The masters knew very well that next, they should see an extremely amazing and shocking scene. Second update. Please subscribe. Please vote for the monthly ticket. Moi. The results are very poor. Please support me. Thank you. Your support is my greatest motivation.